Kia ora and happy Friday. It looks like a settled day for most of us. Beautiful clear skies for many parts of the country. Maybe a bit of cloud here and there. The exception is up here in the far north where there are a little bit of showers expected today and going forward. However, if you've noticed that large area of rain to the north of us, that looks like it continues to move away to the east and not impacting the country. So for the rest of today, we still see those partly cloudy conditions up north, a little bit of showers with that down here, down the west and south island, some showers and eventually rain starting in the overnight period. But really for everybody else, a lot of clear sky conditions, maybe a bit windy for us here in the capital and down towards Canterbury as well, those strong northwesterly winds. So heading into the overnight period, keep an eye on this front as it continues northwards. A period of rain for places like Southland and even in the west, but for everybody else, a lot of clear sky conditions overnight, apart from up there where we have a bit of partly cloudy conditions. And of course, how cloudy or clear it is has a part to play in the overnight temperatures. So we see these temperatures not quite as cold as what we had earlier on this week. It was quite a chilly one. So we still see some minimum temperatures in the single digits. So places in the inland parts of the North Island down towards the East and South Island, still some digit temperatures. But for other places, a lot of double-digit temperatures over here. Wellington reaching about 14 and not far behind Auckland at 13 degrees. So looking at the broader picture for Saturday, we see this large area of high pressure across the upper part of the country. A different story down south. This front continues to make its way northwards over the South Island, and we'll see what that means in a moment. But starting with the North Island, some areas of fog and low cloud to start off with in these western and central places. But for most of us, actually clear skies to start the day on Saturday. Maybe a passing shower or two for parts of Whanganui and Manawatu. Otherwise, up north, we see that cloud and even those showers starting to set up, mostly in eastern parts of Northland, Coromandel, the Bay of Plenty, and eventually reaching Tairāwhiti, Gisborne. But for most places on Saturday in the North Island, settled and sunny conditions and even lighter winds for us here in the capital. Having a look at temperatures, we see 20s for many places. We're in April now, so we can start to expect those 20 degrees temperatures to start tapering off as the months go on. But yeah, temperatures in the low 20s, something to look forward to tomorrow. Similarly for Auckland, 22 degrees expected. Maybe a little bit cooler down here in Wellington and in the Central Plateau. Then down in the South Island, we saw that front bringing some rain in the overnight hours down south as it moves northwards, especially for the morning. Some spots of rain for parts of Otago, but by the afternoon, things clearing up. In the west, those showers and some of that rain lingers a little bit longer. But for the rest of the island, much clearer conditions in the second half of the day. For Canterbury and even the high country parts of Canterbury, some cloud setting up towards the evening and even some showery conditions in the evening and to end the day. Looking at the temperatures, however, we see down here where that front has already passed, temperatures back into the teens, so a cooler feeling day on Saturday. But up north where that front hasn't quite reached, we still see these temperatures in the 20s, so quite a lovely warm day expected out there. So looking ahead to Sunday, we see still that large area of high pressure, meaning mostly settled weather conditions expected. The exception, as you might notice, these places where the wind flow is onshore, bringing a bit of moisture, some showers for places like Tairāwhiti, Gisborne, the inland parts of Hawke's Bay, and up north in parts of Northland, a little bit of showers expected on Sunday. Then heading into Monday, the official start of the school holidays, we see some wind flow coming off the land, but the real thing to take notice of is this front as it moves onto the South Island. So a wet day for parts of the South Island and even a little bit of snow expected. So if you do have travel plans on Monday, do keep an eye on the forecast, especially for some of those alpine passes. Well, that's all I have for you for today. Ma dewa.